my dad on the Great American Songbook, and all of this music just seemed out of my reach.
Mm.
And then pretty early on, right at the beginning of freshman year, I got turned on to what I later figured out was like 60s garage music and rockabilly music and punk rock, all in the same couple of months by this guy named Doug who went to our high school. And I really credit him with opening up this world to me. And when I heard the Ramones, it really changed my life, because I said, I can do that. I can play
Right.
that on the guitar. I
Right.
can think these kind of thoughts. The only thing I really felt I had talent for was coming up with lyrics that were funny. And the Ramones really just kind of freed me to think along those lines. And I was very influenced, though, by these obscure 60s punk bands. And so right in the middle of the beginning of the hardcore era, when bands like Black Flag and Circle Jerks and Dead Kennedys were coming up, my big thing was, oh, well, I know about the bands from the 60s, and not the Beatles and the Stones, but these obscure, weird bands, the Chocolate Watch Band, the 13th Floor Elevators. And so me and my friends, that was kind of our thing. Like, well, we know about this and you don't know about this, and we're doing this. And, we kind of, so then when I started the band, it was kind of covering those kind of songs. And then pretty early on, I wrote a couple of songs. Like, I think on that record, Suburban Nightmare, I wrote a song called Love Makes Me a Monster, and a song called, Average Dick. And there's just a couple different songs. Our friend Andy, who was in there, Simone, he wrote a song called Mommy Daddy that was about kind of suburbia. And so, we very early on, we were like expressing ourselves about what we were going through, and kind of, and that to me is what a garage band is. Like, we didn't have any help. There weren't any producers. There weren't any managers. There wasn't anybody kind of telling us what to do. I would just go to clubs and say, hey, can we play? And I was 16, I mean, we played our first show at the Cubby Bear Lounge, I think, and I was 16 years old.
Wow.
So, it was like very like, and things were just looser then.